Nuno, good afternoon.
Hello.
I want to start by talking about your defence, if I could. 9 clean sheets in the Premier League this season, more than any other club. A big improvement from last season. What have you changed in the way you look to operate to oversee such an improvement?
No, I think it's basically the commitment of the players, realizing how important it is. When you speak about defense, it's not only about the back four and the goalkeeper. Of course, they are huge, but defending starts with Greece, the way we try to prevent and cut some lines. So defensive work is all about the team. Having clean sheets for me it's a basic starting point when you want to compete well. And the boys are doing well.
Murillo has been a big part of that. You've said a lot of times that you're very demanding of him. You wanted to keep improving. You see a huge potential. Is he improving at the sort of rate you expect and want this season, would you say?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. He's improving in a lot of aspects of his game. I think also the partnership with Nicola and also with Morata is being very important in terms of complicities, the way they cover and help each other. But as all the players, I always think that there's a lot of room to improve.
We've been reporting this week that there's been significant developments in terms of a new contract for him. Can you tell us anything about that?
No, there are things in the club that each one of us takes part. I don't take care of that part.
But have you been told anything about whether things are ticking over nicely with him in particular?
What I see is that they are happy. Not only Murilo, but all the players are focused and happy. So I hope that everything reaches a good term.
And on the same with Ola and with Chris Wood, obviously into the final 6 months. Anything you could tell us on those two?
Exactly what I said to you before. I think things are going well. They are the people responsible for that part of the club taking care.
But it must be great for the club when you're looking at extending players' contracts that they are in an environment now where they're enjoying themselves and they're being successful.
Of course, it helps. I think when a player is happy as a club, there's no issue in terms of changing. What we want is our players to feel good, and what we expect is that we provide all the right atmospheres, but then they have to do their jobs on the pitch.
Because is there ever a worry for you that with two such important players, Ola has started every game, Chris has played in every Premier League game, that can occasionally become a distraction, trying to sort their contracts out whilst focusing on them continuing to deliver on the pitch?
No, I don't think there's an issue on that. They are okay and they are working very well.
FA Cup this weekend.
Yes.
Do you feel you have the squad to compete both in the FA Cup and achieve what you're trying to in the Premier League as well?
I think we have a good squad. Now we have to play the game and then we'll see. But it's a good squad. It's a good squad and players that not only those that start working very well every day. So everybody deserves to play.
Your players have been very good at echoing the same message of you that let's not get too excited, let's not look too far into the future, it's just another game. Is it difficult when the next Premier League game is so important against Liverpool to still keep the minds on Luton this weekend?
No, this is our approach. There's no, in our minds, that no other thing that besides Luton. This is what we are and we prepare today, and they are focused and committed.
Just a final one then, if I could offer you winning the FA Cup or finishing in the top 4, would you take?
I have to play Luton.
I thought that might be the answer. Thank you, Nuno.
Thank you.
Natalie.
Thank you. And we always chat to you about the FA Cup, Nuno, because it's a special competition for you.
For everybody, for the clubs. 59 was then the finals in the 80s. It's a big competition for the club.
I noticed the bookies had you 50-1 to win it, which seems ridiculous when you're doing so well in the Premier League. How special is it to you? What does it mean to you? I know you're in it to win it.
What, the bookies?
Yeah, 50-1 for Nottingham Forest to win it, which when you're doing so well,
that's not relevant. That's not relevant at all. What is important for us that we are ready to play against Luton, and of course we're going to make changes. We're going to make changes because every player deserves to start the game. Honestly, we see them work. Like Rob was saying, we demand them a lot. So that's a good chance. It's a good chance for our players to play, enjoy themselves, and do their job properly.
For head coach, is it nice for you then to have the cup, to make the most of your squad, and like you say, give them an opportunity, give different players an opportunity?
It's not I will not say it's an opportunity. It's a reward. If you mean, if I make myself clear, it's a reward because the players are working very hard, all of them. If we could play them every game, but it's not possible. So the FA Cup, and particularly this game at home, I think they deserve. There's a lot of players in our squad that didn't have the enough minutes that they are working for, and they deserve so much. So it's a good moment.
We've been seeing Morata this week, and might be an opportunity for him. How well has he settled in, and what do you like about him?
I think he settled down quite well. I think he started before. He arrived late, but immediately he was well integrated in the group. Of course, having Brazilian players around him helped him a lot. And he's doing fantastically well. He's coming into the games, he starts the games, and he's very determined, very focused. He's a proper defender.
And how is Danilo? Because obviously he broke his ankle first day, and you've alluded that he's getting better. Would he maybe get an opportunity this weekend?
We all wish to see Danilo back in the pitch, but we have to. He's going with us. He's going to be involved in the squad. He's not going to start the game. Hopefully, all of us can see him. We are delighted to have him back.
And a quick one on Taiwo, because when he scored that third goal the other night, you saw how the team celebrated with him like he'd actually won the league. It was lovely to see. How good is the team spirit, and what are you doing to foster that? Do you go on, I don't know, team trips together? Because that team spirit is there for everyone to see.
It's not yet good enough. I think we have still things to work on, but of course, these special moments means a lot for the player himself, and means a lot for the squad, because it goes exactly what I've been saying to you before. All the players are working hard, and when they have these special moments, everybody sees how happy they are and delighted to have. Because we need all the players. Believe me, it's going to be a very long season. All the players involved are working hard, and we know that their moments will come, like it happened with T. We've been waiting for this, and now we want him to continue over and over again. Please, T, let's do it.
And just finally from me, I mean, I know January is the dreaded question, but what would be your, in terms of, will you bring in players? We're always going to talk to you about this. Do you think you need to add to your squad? But I suppose for you, what would be your January wish?
Everybody stays here.
That's interesting, keeping your squad together.
Of course, and together with better team spirit, with more commitment, and ready to go.
Lovely, thank you.
Thanks, Natalie. Phil?
Hello.
Hi. What does the FA Cup mean to you? Because it has a special place for so many fans.
It means a lot. It means a huge opportunity to fight for something so important in the football panorama. Is the FA Cup. Since I was a young boy, I've been watching England's FA Cup final. So we have the wish and desire. Now we have to play. But just picturing ourselves in Wembley it's huge.